Hi, it's Jimmy here again. Welcome to this new podcast. It's called 52 Ways to Get More Customers. Now, I'm not going to get through all 52 ways on this video, this podcast. I'm just really getting back into this. I did it for a few years, I stopped it. I'm now getting back into it, and I do miss it. So, really, I wrote this book about, 5 or 6 years ago now. And listen, probably not the best book in the world. It's not going to win any awards, but I was pretty surprised that lots of my friends and family and business associates, people that were kind of people that knew me and people that were involved in any kind of business, they actually really liked it. They just thought there was lots of bits and pieces in it that they took from it, they implemented it and they used it, and it actually helped them in many ways. I don't think anybody implemented all 52 ways, to get more customers, but they might have implemented a couple, and a couple sometimes all you need to transform your business. So it's called 52 Ways to Get More Customers Without Google or Social Media, Generate an Endless Stream of New Customers for Life. And I have to say, when I wrote this book, it took me months, right? I'm not a writer. It took me months to get a copywriter to edit it and re-edit it. And for whatever reason, when we launched it, there was still like a bunch of spelling mistakes in it. And, we published it on Amazon, and then, oh, it's like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But if you ignore some of the spelling and grammar mistakes and just take it for what it is, it's just a great, it was a really good book. A lot of people loved it, and it opened their eyes to more ways in getting customers rather than just using Facebook or social media or Google. And by the way, I've always said this. You should always continue to do social media stuff. You should be active on social media and Google, and still be doing email and all that kind of thing. I've never told anybody not to do those things. This was just a book to try to kind of get you to open up and think about other ways of doing it. So I'm just going to highlight a few things. And then what I'm going to do is, if you can post a comment below, I shall give you a free PDF copy of this book, right? And I think you're going to really enjoy it. So I'll just highlight a few things. And what I might do over the coming weeks is I'll just maybe pick a chapter out of the book and talk about it a little bit more. So here's the introduction of it. Is really the I think I called it the 9 lies. Yeah, the 9 great lies of online marketing. So that's quite a good introduction. You want to read that. One of the lies, and I'll just highlight one, is people telling you they can get you to the number one spot on Google. Like search engine optimization. That's complete bullshit now, because if you want to be on the top four on Google now, you must be using pay-per-click ads. You must be paying money to Google to get to that top four. So anybody that says they're getting to number one on organic listings means they're getting you to number five. Okay, there are ways to do it on YouTube now, which is a little bit different. But so you want to go through the 9 lies, and then you can start moving on to 52 ways to get more customers without Google or social media. So let's just jump. I think I might just do two today. Okay, let me just do. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's. I'm always tempted to jump ahead, to the juicy ones. I'll tell you. Let me do something spectacular, something really unusual for me. Let me just start at number one and work my way up from there. Okay, I won't go through them all over the coming weeks, because I'd rather you posted a comment, downloaded the PDF yourself, and then you come back to me and ask questions. Ask questions about any particular lesson. You might offer one or two things that I've not mentioned. You maybe some things you don't agree with. Whatever, that's great. I mean, get back to me and let me know what you think. So, right. So, 52 ways to get more customers without Google social media. Let's go through it a little bit. So you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. That was Ziglar. Okay, so he was a brilliant sales guy. He sounded like one of those evangelical religious nut jobs that you see in America, but he talked a lot just about sales and marketing. He's got a brilliant book, and you might want to go and read it. I can't remember the name of it. So a quick word before we get started. While these 52 marketing strategies, habits, and principles aren't listed in any particular order, it's critical that you get number one in place before the other 51. And this is really, really important, and a lot of people overlook this. And it's really hard to imagine why almost every business owner, every client that I deal with. I used to do consulting. I don't do it anymore. But one of the things that they seem to overlook is building a list of prospects and customers, right? So building a list of prospects and communicating with them on a regular basis is the foundation for any successful business. Nothing you ever do will be more valuable than maintaining a list of all the people with whom you do business with and create that relationship. Unfortunately, most business owners don't even do it. Every time I send an email to my list, I make money. So back in January 2012, I sent an email offering a high-end training course for an educational organisation that I was involved in. Now, we brought in, I think it was 263,000 in the first one in 4 weeks, and then a couple of follow-ups. Now, by the way, the one thing that I, after I actually wrote this book, when I actually came back to have a look at the stats and the figures, and we went through, did some research, it was actually 450,000, right? So we get 263,000 initially, but then with the add-ons, referrals, and a few upsells, and a few people that said, look, I can't buy now, but I'll get back to you in a few months. If you added all those people up, it actually came to 450,000 US dollars. And the list that we had at the time was 30,000 people. So we had 30,000 people on the list. We sent them an email. We offered, I think it was a $22,000 kind of franchise program. And we brought in eventually $450,000 from one email. And that is a power of having a list. Okay, so you need to build a list, and by the way, you've got to build an email list and a social media list, and I would even recommend you build a list of postal addresses too, and phone numbers for text messages. So you want people's names and postal addresses, you want their email addresses, you want their phone numbers, you want them on social media. You've got to build that list, or lists if you like to put it that way. You cannot just build one list in social media and think that that's going to work, because that is not your list, by the way. That is Facebook's list, that's Twitter's list, that's somebody else's list, and they can take it away from you like that, okay? So, again, leave a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to send you a copy of this PDF copy of my book, 52 Ways to Get More Customers. Lesson 2 is to position yourself as an expert, not as a salesperson. So positioning yourself as an expert in your industry rather than just another business selling products or services is really one of the most powerful marketing strategies you can implement. Now, most business owners from one-man shows to large corporations are focused on the sale when they should be educating the prospects first. So they jump right into the pitch, they try to sell stuff. What you should really be doing is educating people on how they can solve a problem. And by doing so, you're going to build up respect and trust. They're going to treat you like an expert. Their defenses go down. They will more likely to do business with you because you helped them solve a problem. You shared some information. You proved that you know what you're talking about and you're an expert in your field. And I think it's always important as well not to look or appear to be a salesperson. There's nothing worse than calling a customer and say, "Hello, I'm the sales manager." Right? That's the worst title you could have. I'm a sales representative. I'm a salesperson. That's the worst thing. People do not like to be sold to, right? They like to buy things. They like to have a consultant. They like to be, speaking to somebody that's helping them. Anyway, that's all for now. I will go through a few more lessons on this book over the coming weeks. So please subscribe now if you haven't done so already. Click the like button, leave a comment below, and I'll send you a free copy of this book. And thanks once again. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.